The Ravens Flock presents The Black Files, an uncensored interview and review podcast for all geek fandom.
Welcome, everybody, friends and pals, guys and gals, boys and girls around the world. Papa Squat, pop over to Coldwood with your boys. It is Monday. We are in the final week of July, and it's going to become the beginning of August. I don't fucking... Oh, wow. Wow, that's a new record.
Bro, do you even calendar?
I don't even calendar.
The fuckberry just...
I just broke it.
Well,
Yep.
to be fair, we're not talking about anything regarding media in particular. So
Yeah,
good.
true. But you know, it doesn't matter. Like, you're tuning in. We're here. We're ready to go. And you fellow listeners on the Webernets are listening in to a brand new episode of The Black Files.
All right.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for borrowing a bit of your time to listen to us talk about things.
It is a
things
pleasure.
things that we love, things that you love.
Yep.
Mostly things that we love and you don't. Those making us better people than you.
Apparently.
We are filled with love.
Apparently. Welcome, everyone.
My love is bigger than your love.
Dude,
No, mine is better.
you guys need to chill the hell out.
And I have a bigger dick.
Well, welcome everyone to the Black Files, the uncensored interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. I am your host, Juan, one of the heads of the Ravens Flock, and I've got our usual suspects here. To my left, I've got the founder of the Ravens Flock, Jose Casabona.
Hello, everyone.
To my right, we've got one of the other founders and the host of Los Amigos Play, Angel Mendez.
Glad to be here.
Glad to be here.
Yes.
You are glad.
I tried to find the right word, but then my mouth just went blah, blah, blah.
Also, Angel, please be careful when quoting from video games. You don't want to end up giving Ninja Theory your money, do you?
How can I give money for what amounts to free advertisement? Hey, everybody, go look at Let's Plays of DMC. It's so bad you need to actually see how dumb it is.
Welcome.
Give them views, but don't give them your money.
Because, dude, we don't know how petty Ninja Theory
All right,
is.
Not in a million sales.
All right, you guys want to keep this one short because we got a little special going on for you folks.
That is true.
On this episode of the Black Files, we're actually going to be doing something we have not done before on this podcast, on this program. This is going to be a two-parter for our weekend experience of MetroCon 2018.
Whoop, whoop.
Which was July 19th through the 22nd at the Tampa Convention Center in our hometown of Tampa, Florida. It was 4 crazy days of geekhood and interviews and costumes and lots of photography and lots of video and lots of fun shit happening. And of course, since we're going to be, like, I broke the fuck barrier earlier. For those of you who are not aware, this is your first time listening in. This is an uncensored interview and review podcast. Anything that we say will be of our own opinions. We will be swearing. We will have spoilers of things that we've discussed that may be relevant to the convention or other fandoms or some shit. We will have opinions that may or may not clash with your worldview. And of course, those opinions belong to us and us alone. So if this is far too much hardness and far too much craziness and swearing like drunken fucking sailors for your fragile sensibilities, go ahead and tune out now. Otherwise, we invite you to open your hearts and your minds to us as we spill some good shit into that cup of juice you got.
Indeed. Keep your mind open. Listen to the podcast from beginning to end. And then, afterwards, you may formulate your own opinions.
Exactly.
And now that we're done truly covering our asses, we can actually talk about what the hell we're doing here today.
Now let's start off with the lack of stormtroopers. Okay, no, real quick.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Hang on a second. What?
Okay. Oh wow, I finally get Angel for once.
Give me a minute. What?
Angel, where have you been?
Okay. For the
You just kind of swerved into a 90-degree and then stormtroopers.
Nope. Then lack of stormtroopers.
Explain.
Jose, you were there with me the entire weekend. Angel, you were there for roughly, I would say,
A
half
day and
of
a
it.
half.
Yeah, that counts. It's almost half here. Did either one of you guys see a single member of the 501st Legion of stormtrooper cosplayers and do-gooders?
Ooh.
Did you see that?
Actually, Star Wars related, I saw exactly one person dressed like Rey, and that's it.
What? No,
I
okay,
think
well, I saw plenty more, but not the 501st.
That's it?
Few clone troopers cosplayed, but none to any affiliation to the 501st.
No.
What's that about?
Well, it happens that our generation is moving ahead, and as they move ahead, the things that we love are being left in the past.
Either that or
Eventually, 20 years from now, I'll be like, hey, you guys watch Star Wars? And they'll be like, yeah, the one with the girl. And I'll be like, I'm going to kill you, kid. And then I'm going to go to jail.
either that or maybe maybe the original 501st organization that's in Florida, either they've changed plans or they never plan to come to Metro.
That would be fucking depressing if
that
that's
depends.
true. I don't think so, man.
Have you been keeping up with any of their announcements?
Yes, I have like a fan page of the 501st that I follow on my Facebook over here, and I didn't see any posting about the fucking 501st showing up at MetroCon.
So they never announced that they
Not
were
that I know of.
Oh, well then.
Oh my god! Like, hey, anyone who's listening in, if like for those who attended MetroCon, I invite you to show the Ravens flock evidence or like some sort of fucking proof that the 501st Legion was there, because I didn't see them. I saw a pair of TIE Fighter pilots. I saw a couple of like Star Wars themed cosplayers. There was a dude in Jedi robes. I took a picture of this couple doing Rey and Kylo Ren. No, they weren't doing fluffy Reylo shit. No, they were they actually did some good shit here. Let me show you, because
because it's almost anatomically impossible to develop that barrel.
I feel like we've opened a powder keg the moment Juan mentioned stormtroopers. You can always
Star Wars. Everything went wrong.
Yeah, you can always count on Juan to flip his shit on anything Star Wars related.
One thing, there was a Rule 63 Poe Dameron, and she looked pretty hot.
Yeah, but that's still just Poe.
Yeah, it's still just Poe Dameron. But hang on, scrolling.
I mean, he's a hell of a pilot, but there's not much more to him.
That is really unfortunate. But yeah, now thinking about it, what other like well-known franchises did you not see at the con?
Like, see, here's the freaking stormtroopers over here.
You know what I didn't see at the
con?
con?
What did you not see?
I didn't see a single Batman.
What the?
Really?
You're
Are you
right.
sure about that?
I saw a few Wonder Women, but I didn't saw a single Batman.
I saw some. I saw Superman.
Thus proving that was the only good fucking DC movie made so far.
Then again,
hell,
they did have
man?
a giant DC photo shoot at MetroCon, so chances are there may have been a Batman. We just didn't see it.
There were Marvel DC photo. There was a Marvel DC photo
Considering
shoot.
that we ran around that entire convention center several times, I should know my my debit card fucked up on me during the dealer's room, so I had to run back and forth several times.
Dude,
Oh my
talking
God.
to the
on
bank.
Thursday, when we came into the dealer's room, the first thing you did, you walked straight in, you took one step into the threshold, and I saw fucking merchandise materialize in your hands. I'm completely broke now.
Pretty much, because see, that's the
Dude,
problem.
I am totally broke.
See, okay,
can't
oftentimes
do
when
that.
I go to a dealer, let's be honest, the dealer's room is like the best part of the con for me.
For
I enjoy seeing the cosplays, I enjoy talking to the peoples, I enjoy playing in the tournaments, but let's be honest, if I'm going to drive all the way to downtown with money in my wallet, it's because I'm going to spend the money in my wallet.
Look at this crazy shit. Like, I'm scrolling through photos. I see a dude in a cheapy little Robin outfit. There's a dude dressed as Judge Frollo from the Hunchback of fucking Notre Dame.
Oh yeah, we saw that dude. He looked cool.
But we don't have a Batman or a Stormtrooper. Look,
Well,
see, check it.
Let's be honest. After what happened with that whole Batman versus Superman debacle and the DC movies, it's become kind of hard to positively portray our DC heroes because
Angel?
those movies shape public opinion.
Guys, I hate to pull you down from the clouds, but I think you guys are overthinking it a lot more than you need to.
You know what we're thinking? The trailer for Titans.
We'll get to that.
No, let's do it right now.
Now? But
Let's
it's
do it right
barely
now.
con related.
Everybody, let's go talk about the trailer for Titans for like 2 minutes.
Fine. I'm keeping track. So
Okay, so
hang on.
2 minutes.
No,
Start counting.
I will start you off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
So as you know, Teen Titans Go is a thing that exists and nobody likes it except children, which is why it's becoming incredibly popular and it has an entire fucking movie coming up. That's all great and good. So now the DC is coming to know with an live action series called Titans. Now there was a bit of controversy because there was a few pictures revealed of the actors. And let's be honest, they don't look the part. They don't look the part at all.
Only Raven did.
Raven kind of looks the part.
Kinda.
Robin doesn't show up until this trailer. Starfire doesn't look the part at all. She really doesn't look the part at all.
And this
Beast
ain't even
Boy
anything
looks like
racial or anything like that.
No, it's
like,
just the fact that, honey, she's orange. This is not a matter of black washing or white washing or alien washing. This is the fact that it's orange. Try to at least make it accurate. God damn it.
Citrus watching?
Citrus wash. Floridian wash.
Remember, folks, these are individual opinions. I don't
Tampa
fucking
wash.
know.
But go on, Juan.
The point
How
is,
much
you know
does he
what,
have in a
Angel,
clock?
You know
No,
what? Even the skin aside, that would
He's
not be a
got
problem.
another minute
Even
and
that
5
would not be a
seconds.
problem. The problem is the fact that also Beast Boy looks like a Power Ranger character. When the actual trailer comes out, we got Starfire throwing normal fire. It's not even green. Like you couldn't even get that simple aesthetic detail right.
Like,
It's not even Starburst. It's just fire. And now we got Robin shooting people, breaking necks with his boot, and going, "Fuck Batman." I'm just sitting here going,
are we
this is
sure
the
this
greatest comedy of
like
the year?
they keep calling him Dick Grayson? Are we sure this isn't Jason Todd?
No, it isn't.
Are
This is
we
Dick
sure?
Grayson,
This
and
isn't
the
Red
most-
Hood.
you know, also, there's the fact that this is in the Amazon service, so you have to pay to watch this show.
30 seconds, Angel.
30 seconds. All right. The point is, I'm gonna go watch this show on YouTube when somebody inevitably rips it off, and when I hear the Combi Christ music, I know we finally got our sequel to DMC.
Oh Lord. Wow, you got that in with 15 seconds to spare.
Done and done. Let's get back to talking about the con. So
Please.
Juan just showed me a picture of the Rey cosplayer, which is the one I saw fighting the Kylo Ren, which I sadly never had the chance to see. But the point is, aside from those two, there was barely any Star Wars or DC stuff.
What
at
is
all.
that about?
I mean, of
Guys,
course, it's an
no,
anime
what the
convention, so of
fuck?
course, plenty
Guys,
of anime. But
And once again, I have to chime in because I've actually scrolled through MetroCon photos, and there are photos of. Okay, I can't vouch for the Star Wars one, but I could vouch for the DC ones.
okay, what do you see?
I saw almost all the DC, a lot of the DC characters. They had Batman's villains. They had Batman. They had Superman. They had Wonder Woman.
There was a Joker in the dealer's room
Yes.
Really?
somewhere.
I swear to God, I didn't notice any of these people. How do you guys do that?
Angel, we spend more time in the con than you did. No offense.
Fair enough. Also, I was buying stuff.
That's
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, no. Going back to what I was before, when we get to the dealer's room, oh yeah, there was this one dude dressed like Kurt Cobain. Fantastic.
Like
my
perfectly cosplaying
God.
Kurt Cobain. Yeah, and
Played
he's
a better
got
guitar too.
The thing is that he was playing it on the wrong side. Kurt Cobain is what is it, left-handed or whatever?
See, this is opposite world Kurt Cobain, the one that didn't kill himself.
Dude, not cool.
Not
What?
cool.
Too soon?
No, because everyone knows Courtney Love did it.
Okay, this is the one where Courtney Love didn't kill Kurt Cobain. He came from the land of who knows.
Oh Jesus.
But anyway, yeah, we went to the place and we met those guys from that one. What is that con group? You mentioned them.
Oh,
you talking
Nerd
about-
Talk.
Yeah, we got to
Nerd
the guys
Talk
from
TV. The guys, they got themselves set up with a streaming booth.
Speaking of which, did you
In
ever
the-
check if I won that raffle?
you didn't win.
You didn't.
Ah, damn it.
Like Angel signed up for a raffle. These guys were raffling off a painting of Yoda, in like a shot from him from Revenge of the Sith.
It was a
right
really
after-
well-made painting.
Yeah, and they were raffling that off for charity. Angel signed up, and somebody else won the.
Well,
painting.
hopefully my money still goes to charity. That goes to the kids that need
True.
it.
That being
So the
said,
guys,
Raven Clan is for the children.
that being said, those sons of bitches piggybacked off our show.
no, dude. Everyone knows you can't piggyback off of
Joe,
greatness.
You can't be jealous that dude had a better beard than you. Come on, man. That ain't
No,
cool.
okay, no. Here's what's up. The guy's got a sweet beard. Michael Stanley, who's also cosplaying Tampa Bay, he's a pretty good host.
I know.
The fact of the matter is, they have access to equipment and gear and resources that I could only dream of. I wish I could go Highlander, Christopher Lambert on their ass,
Kill
and claim
their
it for
tongue.
my own. There can be only one.
Here you go, people. The Raven's Flock is now officially sponsoring murder and hostile corporate takeover.
You mean there?
We are going places, man.
Hang on. Was there a time we didn't?
We're going to
We're
hell.
doing it officially now.
Okay, there.
So
you
you have a Nerd Talk. We look forward to seeing you guys in the next con. If you see Juan waving a sword and screaming something about Jennifer Lawrence, don't worry. Just roll with it.
Wait,
Joking aside,
Why would I
we
scream
do-
about Jennifer Lawrence? She's awesome and
Because
sexy.
it's about
and
us no
shit. Have you
sexy
seen her
like
bubbas?
that. Because I wanted to use the name Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
guys,
Because I
bring
suddenly
it
wanted
back.
to remember the main character of fucking
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games.
I mean,
Okay.
she's got some bubbas on her.
Okay, that being said, jokes aside, we the Ravens flock, we do respect and appreciate Nerd Talk and what they do.
And
I
we're
just
still waiting for them to let us know when our invitation is in, by the way, to come on their show.
Yeah, that's
We're waiting. Like we said, like Jose beautifully. Okay, real quick. Full disclosure.
I'll chime in from here, Juan.
Like,
Okay,
why- like,
so
what the fuck?
No, well, because I'm the one who is in the picture, so I got to tell the story.
Okay, fine. Go ahead and
ahead.
tell the picture. Tell the story. Picture story.
Can I not be interrupted?
I'm trying to. Go on.
Okay, so as I
Yeesh.
was roaming around the dealer's room and while everybody was setting things up,
When was this?
Wednesday?
Wednesday night, the night before the convention. Why were you there before the con?
Tech run through.
Tech run through for what?
I can't say.
Yes, you can.
Classified information.
It's not classified. The con is over.
Your
Talk.
mission, if you choose to accept it, is to tell us what the hell's going on.
All right, fine. I was doing a tech wrestler for one of the shows.
For those of you who don't know, our friend, our leader, boss man here, Jose, actually does a lot of work behind the scenes because he actually works within the con community, helping them set up the show known as the chess match,
Yes.
The anime
which I
human
call
chess
glorified
match.
fan fiction.
We'll get to that.
We'll
in a
get
little
to
bit.
that later.
Let me tell you something. No,
Dude, we'll get to
We'll
that.
get to that later. So I was roaming around the dealer's room as all the vendors were setting up. I came in. I walked past the booth of Nerd Talk, and they left their equipment there, and they left their setup there, all without anyone watching. So I decided to just sit down and just posed right there on the desk.
These guys had like a high table and a pair of stools with a nice big HD TV in their background for, motion video logos. It looks like the backstage area for the WWE shows.
Pretty much. In fact, I think they may have ripped off the WWE.
I don't know.
But regardless. So I got a picture. So one of my castmates took a picture of me with it, and then I sent it off to Michael Stanley, and then I'm like, hey, man, the Ravens Vlog's waiting to be interviewed.
Whenever you're ready.
Just like a little jab, a friendly jab. Because there's no hatred or animosity between the Ravens Vlog and Nerd Talk.
Because we want their equipment.
I just enjoy being an asshole.
We just want your stuff.
We don't hate you. We don't even dislike you. We do like you. We like you a lot more than most of the people in the con community.
Okay,
We just
We
like
hate
this idea
this
that you
idea
think
that you're the best.
you are not the best.
We're
We are
the
not
best.
the best either.
Hey,
but
Juan.
we're not the best first, so shut up.
Hey, Juan, are you done ripping off a certain wrestler?
From Chicago? Hell yeah. No, I'm
No,
not.
no, as long as I get to demand my ice cream bars with my name on them
Yeah, thank you, Angel.
and write my own Thor
All
comics.
right, that being
Fuck.
said, going forward, apart from everything we just mentioned, MetroCon has been quite a 4-day experience for us.
Like Thursday was a big day for us because Angel, this brown motherfucker right here,
Yes.
got to interview one of the special guests for the convention. None other than acclaimed voice actor and a
Jason-
one-time Ferengi, apparently.
Jason Marston.
Jason
Take
fucking
that,
Marsden.
world who thought I had bad memories. I remember his name.
Yeah.
Hey.
And he was a cool dude. In case you guys don't know, Jason Marston is the voice of Chase Young, the iconic bad guy from Shaolin Showdown.
The one who wasn't Jack Spicer, the one who was serious
The one
business.
who was Dragon Man. He's also the voice of Jester, the little blonde poor kid from Fairy Odd Parents.
Yep.
Yeah, the one with the braces. And he was also the voice of, most people somehow don't know this, he's Ricochet from Mucha Lucha.
Go
One of the
fucking figure.
best shows I had the pleasure of seeing on Saturday morning because it has to do with donuts and wrestling. And I love those things.
Indeed.
But I digress. The point is, the man was, of course, and his girlfriend Barbie was here with them. They were just incredibly nice people. And it was an utter pleasure to be with them and actually get to interview and see his inside career and how the things he did and the things that he loved. It was just fun all around, honestly.
Of course, for those of you who actually want to see the interview, you're going to have to catch it first on our Patreon page. You can get in patreon.com/theravensflock for early access. You can donate as little as $1 a month, and you can go ahead and watch this interview that Angel has with Jason Marsden. We'll release it later down the road, but if you want to catch it right away, you're going to have to check this out. And if you stick around and become a patron, you'll get early access to all our shows. So we appreciate that. For the love of God, this shit's expensive. Please help us out.
Indeed.
Also, hilariously, it's
We're not too proud to beg.
the hilarious part is, see, it took us quite a bit. It took Juan specifically, because he's the one that arranges this kind of stuff, quite a bit of time and effort to arrange that interview. And seriously, though, props to you on that one.
Thank you.
The part that makes me feel bad is after that happened, I met Jason like 7 or 8 more times.
What the fuck do you mean?
After the interview was over, I had to go back home because I had to work that day, and
Right.
life hates me.
Right.
After I came back to work, I decided to drive back to the hotel. I park in, I pay my ticket, I grab the luggage, and moments before I walk in, the dude walks out going, "Hey man, how's it going?" So we have a short conversation, and then I go back and I meet Juan, Joe at the hotel room. Then when I leave the place to get pizza, I find him again.
I know. He was in his Kigu, I think.
Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure I saw him like 2
dude
more
was-
times on the next day.
Wait, motherfucker's got a Kiga?
Jason Marston has a goddamn Kigu.
What kind of Kiga does he have?
It's white with multicolored figurines. It's very comfortable.
Wait, figurines? What do you mean?
I don't know what the hell they are. I
They're
couldn't see from a
multicolored
distance.
icons on the
But
Kigu.
they look very
I-
comfortable. The point is, I would like to apologize, Juan, because after you went through all this trouble to make me beat the guy once, I just kind of met him for free several other times.
Okay, no, look,
I
but
just kind of stumbled onto Jason Marston Karsten.
Okay, but here's what's up. No, what I did is I got you acquainted. There we go.
That works.
See, otherwise, you would not have fucking recognized the dude,
Otherwise, I
would you?
probably would have been like, hey, man, how's it going? Hey, man. And I'd be like, who was that guy?
Yeah.
But anyways,
But I am very happy that I got to meet that guy because that was kind of the highlight of my time there.
See, there you go.
Also, while we're here, I would like to send a shout out to the other people that I met there. Hi, Jesse. I hope everything is going good for you.
What's with the awkward pause, by the way? It
Because
goes,
for a desperate moment, I almost confused her with her sister, and I almost said the name of Jesse.
oh, Jesus Christ.
And I'm like,
Okay.
sorry about that. I fucked up.
And I'm pretty sure I'm going to botch her cosplay alias. He's referring to Ziana Rose.
Zayana Rose.
The Ziana, or is it Ziana or Ziana or
I always
Zayana?
pronounced it as Zayana, but
Like Zayana. Okay, you know what?
Zion, because she's from Gundam.
Okay, you know what? Okay.
Space Traders.
Okay, so you know, she's a cosplayer. She's also a fanfic writer on AO3. If you don't believe me, check out her business card. Like
Juan is holding a business card to the recorder like he's going to film it somehow.
somehow,
You okay, man?
maybe.
Jesus,
Juan,
bro.
I think you might be suffering from too much hype.
I am the hype. No, for real though. Like it's like her social links: Instagram and Facebook, Ziana Rose. Facebook has it spaced out. Twitter is just Ziana, and AO3 Ziana. And I'm over here thinking like, one of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't belong. Like. I'm not gonna knock her because I haven't read her work or anything, but like for me, it's just like, oh, social links. Okay, like what?
Yep.
That came out of nowhere, but you know what? I got no problem with that because I love Ziana Rose. I love her outfits. She primarily cosplayed Noctis from Final Fantasy 15 throughout the weekend and was joined by none other than their Royal Highness, the Queen of the Flock, Damas Cosplay, joined them for the fun. Dude,
Who I think was cosplaying a character from Assassin's Creed Origins.
okay, here's what happened. She did Damas did Prompto.
Oh, that's right.
And Ziana did Noctis.
Yeah.
And apparently there's this skin that you
there's
can
a promotional
download
thing that you can do.
for Assassin's Creed Origins, and they get to dress up as ancient Egyptian assassins. Jose is
not?
apparently trying to wake up now because we're talking cosplay, and he's all like, yawn. Like, motherfucker, what are you yawning about?
These
No.
waifus.
Dude. We're talking about sexy folks in sexy costumes,
And you're assuming
yawning.
and you're assuming that I'm bored.
You're over here yawning and stretching and disinterested looking.
No,
what the fuck
that's-
is your problem, man?
First off, calm down.
Never.
Secondly,
But okay.
you have this habit of like interrupting. That you can't even let a syllable go out without saying something.
Nope.
Juan, for once, relax. This is part one of a podcast. I
I
don't
know.
think we're actually on the clock, are we?
Seriously,
No, I actually saw, I saw your shoulders actually drop like 3 inches when you took that breath.
Seriously, we have 2 parts. Control your hype. Don't
See-
waste it so soon.
Yeah.
Just so you have no hype left for this part 2.
Joe is correct.
Fine.
This is the part where somebody kills everybody else. Mr. Arouse, I don't feel so good.
No, Angel, no, you're fine. You're
Oh,
fine.
fuck this.
You're fine.
But anyways, I'm happy to hear that Damas Cosplay had fun with Ziana Rose cosplay. They both cosplayed as characters from Final Fantasy 15, Noctis and Prompto.
Yeah, I got to do an impromptu photo shoot with them, I believe, Friday night.
That's awesome.
It was so hot. It was so cool at the same time. And for those of you who actually want to see my handiwork, you're just gonna have to wait until Ziana and Damas release it. So I'm not gonna do that to you. So take that.
Make no mistake, this is a foregone conclusion, folks. We have taken many photos and videos, so it's going to take us a long time.
We got a whole gallery
Bye.
to
It's
browse
going to take
our
us
way
a long
What's
time
up,
to
Angel?
get them out. After all, perfection should never be rushed.
through. Indeed, like cooking.
Precisely.
Cooking is perfection.
Cookies need
Speaking
love
of which, I would like to
everything.
send a shout out to Juan and his beloved Juan K-Storm for serving me delicious teriyaki chicken and noodles today. I know it has nothing to do with the con, but seriously, these guys can cook a mean meal.
Like for the record, like if and Davis will be able to attest to this. They'll be able to testify, and so can Ziana. When I pack for a fucking room for a convention, you better believe that I'm going to make sure we got ways to fucking feed ourselves. I'm not just going to run off to a freaking supermarket and pick up $30 worth of food for just one night. Hell no. That shit will last.
I know, that's something I did.
Yeah, that's something you did.
We were
stupidly.
smart. We were
Because
smart.
you're only, I was.
We were super smart.
Yo, I was smarter. I brought food that I could cook there. We had hot dogs. We had ramen, which is the lifeblood of geeks.
I had sushi.
Motherfuck you and your sushi.
I just had pizza.
Angel had
I
beautiful
had pizza and inappropriate sex jokes. Something hilarious happened when I finally got to meet my roommates.
We bonded.
We
But
bonded.
let's get off that. Let's talk about the shows.
Okay, well, we were going a little bit by succession over here, not in order, but like immediately after
Do we have an order?
I've got one semblance of order, and I'm going to call Angel out. He's going on the spotlight for this one. Sure. Immediately after we finished our interview with Jason Marsden, I started taking footage of the convention, and we had to go into the dealer's room. Yes. Angel, sing us the ballad that your wallet performed for us as it burned.
It was a beautiful dance with an elegance and subtlety, filled with the energy and a feeling of despair and loss that I haven't experienced since that one time Disney adapted The Nutcracker. They did it. Look it up. I saw something beautiful. I saw shirts that I would spend money on, not for me, but for my beloved little brother who never had the chance to come to the con. And I saw Monster Hunter merchandise that I could buy and rub in the face of my other Monster Hunter loving friend. I'm not gonna say names because he knows who he is. And I'll be like, look at the things I got. Look at my purchase. Fall to your knees in despair at how much of my capital I sacrificed to put a bunch of really high quality plastic on top of my desk. For those of you who like Monster Hunter, let me just tell you one thing. Jesus. I got pickles. I got pickles for days.
This is so ridiculous. Anyone who caught us on that Facebook live stream that I did spontaneously with us, we were just chilling and bullshitting for 45 minutes. After Angel destroyed his fucking bank account. Like, hey guys, I'm going to build these Monster Hunter figurines in front of you.
Seriously, how many laps did it take for you to finally get it right with your money?
3 or 4.
Jesus.
No, let me put it this way. I destroy my bank account in a way that I know I still have enough to pay what I need to pay for.
Like, the funny thing was that he actually was trying to get himself set up with a set of fucking DVDs. What was it? The complete series of Gundam Wing, or what was it?
Oh God, yes, this. Okay, so I found there's a location in front of the dealer's room where they sell DVDs and such. And I found 2 things. The first one was Get a Robo Armageddon, which is basically a classic to anybody who loves super robots and giant robots in general. Let me put it this way, guys. Before Spiral Energy, there was Getter Energy. Do not fuck with that. And more importantly, I found a collection of the Gundam movies, which are basically...
Right, the movies, not the series.
Let's just take the first and second parts of... Like, if you want to get into Gundam and you don't have time to watch the whole series, though you really should, watch these movies. And I'm like, okay. And then suddenly the card goes, you don't have enough money for this.
And you're over here staring at your card and you're giving it the judgmental glare.
Nani?
Bullshit.
Give me a minute. Let me check in the ATM.
While you're checking and by the way, I don't know if you actually I never got to send it to you. While you're over here running to the downstairs and the opposite end of the convention center.
At the entrance of the building.
At the fucking entrance. I'm over here standing like Johnny Cojudo with your shit, with your bag of t-shirts and stuff, guarding the merchandise you want to buy. And people are coming up to me like, while I'm holding this, I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah,
Way to put Juan on the spot, Angel.
No. And I'm over here like, yeah, I'm really excited for this. And they're talking over my head about like half the stuff that happens. Like, I have never seen Get a Robo. I'm not ashamed to say that. There are some old school animes that I just have not seen.
Hey man, you introduced me to Back to the Future. It's about time I do a favor to you.
Yeah, did you ever wind up buying it?
What, Back to the Future?
No, the fucking Get a Robo and the Gundam movies.
Yes, I did.
All right, then we're going to watch it.
Dude, you were there. I think you forgot because you were too busy people throwing trivia at you of shit you didn't know.
Yeah. Either that or he forgot because of the number of times you had to go back and forth and we didn't know if you actually succeeded or not.
I went down. The ATM doesn't work. I called the bank. They just go, yeah, you bought so much shit that we put a blockage in your account because we were afraid you were being a victim of fraud. And I'm like,
I am not a victim of fraud.
Fix the problem. Okay, we
How
fixed
did this happen?
I run all the way back up. I try it again. It doesn't work. I run all the way back down. I put on the ATM. Doesn't work. Run back up again. This is like the 4th trip. And Juan is just standing there looking at me like, why? And I'm talking to the bank like, bank, what the fuck? And the bank is like, hang on.
And
Let's
the lady who was running
Bless her patient soul. That lady did held it down.
She was determined to get that money.
Oh, no, she did good. Props to her business sense because she's like, this guy, he's doing good to me. I'm going to do good to him. So I talk to the bank and I get transferred like 3 times. And I'm honestly surprised how fast they work. And they go, okay, do it again. So then I do it. and it still doesn't work. So we're just going to leave. So, by the way, we're approaching the last day that I'm going to be in that con. And we're just going to walk out of the building to go to the hotel. I'm like, let me try one more time. And the ATM works. So I pull out the money and I run all the way back up. And now I can finally get my hands on the damn things.
And you want to know the punchline to this one, Angel? After all of that, you want to know the punchline?
What's that?
Are you sure you want to know the punchline to this one?
Shoot, bruh.
There was an ATM inside the dealer's room, on the opposite end, tucked away in the artist alley.
Insolent clown.
And you had, like,
God damn it.
No, I'm not kidding.
I forgot about the other ATM.
No, like, I fucking... I took video. I never sent it to you. I sent this fucking video. I was standing right next to the ATM while I was waiting for someone else, and I was addressing you, and you're like, I hate you. You want to get mad? Here's something that'll get mad. And I move aside because I'm standing in front of the ATM, and I show it to you. And I nearly ripped my own fucking head off. People were looking at me funny.
My face just went blank, like, what am I... I
didn't send it to you yet.
I know, but let's be honest. If I had noticed that, I would have just jumped out the second floor. It's like, what? I'm done.
There's no way to actually, no, kind of.
I would have done it.
Yeah, you'd find a way.
While we're talking about the dealer's room, I would like to send a humble shout out to the people that we interviewed there to get our material.
There's Creative Image Design.
Creative Image Design, also known as the dudes that I buy shirts from every time I go there. They make some good stuff. Yep. And the name of another one is an artist whose name I cannot recall, but we do have his name and his DeviantArt account. We're going to look that up.
Right.
This dude was making amazing art of the Overwatch characters.
And
nice.
another
props
booth
to you, brah.
And another booth that I interviewed after you guys, that our lovely cohort Casper Hignite hooked me up with that interview.
Hey, Cass,
was
how you
with
doing, Chief?
with Squee Studio. And you guys will get to catch that interview on our second MetroCon episode of the Ravens Flock. I'm gonna let you guys continue. I got to take a leak.
Okay, so
Angel, go ahead and move into Friday.
Yeah, well, hang on a minute. I still want to wrap up a little bit of Thursday.
Shoot.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, man, I feel bad for missing out a lot of the dealer's room action, but in my defense, I did catch a bit of Star Party.
Hey, there we go. See, you didn't lose everything.
Oh yeah, Star Party was great, man. They went with like this fucking like talk show theme with Zelda as the talk show host, and like Link's over there as the assistant, and every time they cut back to Link and Zelda, like it's so fucking funny. Link brings like the most random of things to bring to her.
Of course they do.
Like at one point, Zelda like asks for a cup of coffee, and Link just brings like something else, like some sort of piece of like a dead animal or something.
Hey man, necromancy is like the basis of all love.
Pretty much. And they had a lot of they had awesome characters in there, and like all the skits was pretty good. Like they had Ty and Matt from Digimon. Let's see.
Boy.
They had Bayonetta.
Her in her Bayonetta 2 outfit.
Still waiting for 3. Come on, Nintendo. Do something nice for me for once.
Wait!
Hold on. Who was the executive producer of the Star Party show? Who was it? Fucking Bowser. And the host of this late night show was Zelda, Breath of the Wild Zelda.
To be fair,
I thought the executive producer was Pegasus.
That's right, Maximilian Pegasus.
Maximilian Pegasus. You gotta say it right, man.
To be fair, though, Bowser
What
is
a Linky boy.
to be fair, Bowser is considered the host of the Mario Party games, so this isn't really out of character for him.
Yeah, good point. And
Also,
and
you mentioned Squee Studios, didn't you?
Yeah, Squee Studios.
Let me tell you something about Squee that has nothing to do with the con.
What?
Invader Sim is coming back with a
Squee.
movie.
Hooray!
It's Squee. SQUEE.
You know what? Considering that they unceremoniously canceled Invader Zim some time ago, it deserves a movie.
It's gonna
It
get
does.
a 66-minute movie,
Like,
so good luck with that.
That being said, let's get back onto the con.
Yes.
Along with that, and the poor dogged backstage producer was played by a friend of ours, Lily Blasphemy.
Oh,
Lucky
Lucky
2. Lucky
Are you
2.
serious?
Yeah, dude. In Super Mario 64, the Lucky 2 brothers filmed the adventure of Super Mario 64.
Juan, Angel has never played Super Mario 64.
Maybe not, but I know. But I play Super Mario World. I know exactly what I like it to is, and I hate them as much.
It's
as
the
you
dudes
think
in the clouds.
that keep throwing spinny balls at my dick, and I'm
But
like, come on, guys.
They're also the dudes in Mario Kart who come in on the clouds and they either
By
fish you out.
taking your hard-earned money, that is.
They either fish you out or they are the ones who start the race. Like, lap
man.
1, lap 2, they're on the
Hey
cloud.
man, the economy's hitting the Mushroom Kingdom too hard. The next time I fall down a chasm, just let me die. I need these coins.
Like, what kind of economy can survive when it's ranking deity. No, it's ranking what do you call it? Monarch is a princess who gets chronically kidnapped.
Dude, everybody.
Where's the money in that? Is there illegal gambling?
Everybody knows that toads are running shit behind the scenes. Monarchy is there for image purposes. Toads are the ones running shit behind the scenes. Mario is doing the dirty work, and the princess is basically being pampered into rulership. Bowser is essentially a violent communist revolutionary.
And
But
he tries to marry her in the fucking
But that's just a theory.
Super Mario Odyssey,
A
doesn't he?
game theory where oh shit, by the way, somebody in game theory died.
Yes, he died
Fuck.
last
Our
week.
sincerest condolences to his loss. We are very sorry, and may you be in a better place now, man. At least you went out doing what you loved.
Indeed.
Gaming.
Shit. Okay, so let's step away from the depressing part because
Yes,
we're still
please,
talking
because
about the con, which is
Joseph,
actually
continue.
just as depressing as death when you think about
Okay,
it.
fine. I'll bring us back up. I
Brings
was
back
also
to Mario
watching,
Party.
Yeah,
Star Party.
Okay, well, what else can I remember from Star Party? All right, so they had the characters from Digimon. They had Bayonetta. They had Bowser. Fucking Maximilian Pegasus of all people. I still can't believe they got away with that. That was
Nice.
so cool.
So many children, so many lawsuits.
Let's see, Link and Zelda, which is they're fucking hilarious. I think I already covered that part. While Juan, damn, I can't because Juan's busy over there.
in a minute. Continue.
No, I'm trying to remember what other characters were in Star Party.
Eh.
Help me out, Juan.
Hang on.
Help!
And suddenly,
Getting a drink.
his memory fails him.
SOS.
Wait, you're calling for Kofi Kingston?
Who else was in Star Party?
I'm about to help you with that by
Well-
showing you the photos that I took.
Oh, my-
and then
Yeah. Oh yeah, the hundreds of photos.
yeah, like these photos will be up by the time this episode of the Black Files is out. But like right now, I'm in the middle of like watermarking and working on saturation. Making them look pretty.
Yarp.
Oh, that's a lot of fire. We'll get to the fire show stuff in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a fire show that was based on Dark Souls 3, which, considering the actual theme of Dark Souls 3, is incredibly appropriate. Everything it's about fire and embers and cinder and shit going out.
Yeah,
So
I'm
props to
just
them on
scrolling
that
through this stuff. By the way,
Well, we'll get to that later. Don't jump the gun, man. Don't.
Well, I wasn't there to see it, but I know what it was about, and I saw the pictures, and it looked
Angel,
cool.
you can see the 1 minute video that I took on Instagram.com/TheRavensFlock online.
Jesus Christ, you
Man,
took
your
so
sellout
many.
game is on point.
Yes, I took so
Why
far.
don't
Hey,
you
look at all those
here's the-
cosplayers that look better than the Titans preview.
I have an idea.
Oh,
Why
hey,
don't you
check it out.
close this off and just scroll in.
How about shut up and let me do this?
I love how you guys are acting like somebody can see what the hell we're doing right now.
Okay, I'm scrolling through photos.
Yeah, while you're doing nothing.
No,
I'm
Angel's
scrolling
not.
through my own phone.
Yeah, Angel's trying to find. Yeah, and yes, I had photo
All right,
of.
so while Juan's scrolling through that, I'm gonna keep the ball rolling and
yes,
can
continue to
fire
discuss
another
the Star
Yeah,
Party.
yeah, because I also saw. Well, I can't continue with Star Party until you help me, so I'm gonna jump to the next show until you find said photo. That being said, Rhythm City Chronicles was freaking awesome. I'm
heard
sorry,
you-
I can't say the
I
F word
wish
because
to-
Juan broke the barrier.
I wish. No, you can say fuck.
Oh,
fucking
fuck
awesome.
this. So, so the storyline is this. So the two heroes from My Hero Academia, Deku and who's the girl in pink?
Urakara.
Urakara. Yeah.
She's poor and she controls gravity.
Yeah, Urakara and Deku, they were basically assigned to guard Chip Skylark for his concert. And the leader of
Fairly
their
Odd Parents.
and the leader of their security team is Genos from One Punch Man.
Yeah, I see that.
I don't fucking believe this.
Honestly, I feel kind of
Real
bad that I
quick.
missed that one because the Rhythm City, for the last time I was there, was genuinely one of the best ones I saw.
Hang on a minute.
I can't
Okay.
believe I missed it. Who is this character over here? We
Shit, I
see
don't know.
Pegasus, we see Zelda, we see Link, we see Lakitu, we see Bayonetta, Bowser was out there somewhere. Oh, he's in the back. There's the Digimon kids. Here's a crewman. Here's the director of the show, a buddy of ours.
me look
Who
at
the
this.
hell is this character?
I am looking very carefully.
She has fox ears.
Yeah, that doesn't really narrow it down for me, man. Come on.
God damn.
Zane.
Damn it. Hang on.
Girl
Hang on.
Girl with animal ears. Pretty easy to find in like 90% of anime.
No, fuck you. I will.
Like it looks familiar, but I don't know where I've seen this before.
Let me just zoom in closer. Maybe
That
this'll
won't do. I already seen the details, but
Look at the faces.
I don't know.
We're trying to figure out
I don't know, dude.
characters based
I
on
think
photos
that's
I
just
took.
a humanized version of Lassie.
I'm fact checking, you fools.
There's no such thing as fact checking at a con.
It's fanfic checking because let's be honest, that's pretty much what most of the shows are.
Pretty
And
much.
Speaking of fanfiction,
Joe, that's a chess match. Shh.
And speaking
You're
of fan
Juancho,
fiction,
we do not divulge that information.
No,
oh
no,
yeah, by the
no,
way, there's a
we're
show called
talking
Chess
about
Match. I say as I divulge the
no,
information.
it's the anime.
No, you guys are. Oh my
it's
god.
the anime human chess match. But we'll
It's
get to that in a
fine.
minute.
I'm sorry, but
Pass
okay,
me the
whoever
thing, I'll
knows
find
who
out
the
who
hell
this
that
person
character
is.
is. Let us know. We'll figure it out eventually.
Back to Rhythm City Chronicles, you fucking fuck nuts.
Yes, I am a fucking fucknut, and
Yes.
you love me for it. Continue.
Anyways, so yeah, a lot of hilarity ensued. So
Let's leave it at that.
no. Chip Skylark had his dance, but then some shenanigans happened. Apparently, Chip was kidnapped,
Because of
and
his perfect
everybody
teeth.
up their mothers was freaking out about it.
Oh,
And
no.
Urakata was like, "Why?" Like, "Oh, but I didn't get a chance to see him perform." And
To be
she
fair, though, Urakara is poor as hell in canon. She wouldn't afford to go to these concerts anyway.
was,
No, seriously, it's kind of that she and her family are broke. She took the hero job to like support herself better.
fair enough,
By the way, that means that Stain would probably kill her in like a second.
dude.
Stain is a horrible person.
Well, okay.
Gross.
Stain did everything wrong.
Anyways, so but the portrayal of Genos was actually 100% accurate. Like he was breaking down like their procedures. Like, no, we must guard this person at all costs. And like I see everything. I even see what you guys are doing right now. He says as Deku and Urakata were like making gestures behind his back.
Perfect.
Also,
Jesus Christ.
Also, they had a moment. They had a bit of a moment of hilarity when they had Sombra hack into Genos' body.
Yeah, that
Okay, fine. I give up. I'm not gonna know who this is.
Overwatch is bullcrap. End of story.
Overwatch's bullcrap. They also had Chloe Kitty from Tekken 7.
Is
See,
that
of,
that?
Of
Is
all
that
the characters to put here, I was genuinely not expecting that.
Is that the Genki cat girl?
Yes.
In the
Yes.
fucking. Oh my god.
It's the one that everybody complained about.
Yes.
Okay, you have to narrow that down.
Okay, allow me to explain. Every time a new character shows up in Tekken, people bitch.
Yep.
This character follows a very specific demographic, so the
Genki
bitching
school
was
girls.
louder than normal.
Yeah, Genki girls who anime cat
Who's
ears.
also
and,
an idol.
Yerp.
and she's
The problem
an
is,
motherfucker.
this character got introduced in the same game that brought fucking Akuma from Street Fighter. So she got overshadowed really quickly.
God.
Yeah.
Like you remember when do you remember the time when the weirdest thing to show up in Tekken was Wesley Snipes? Laughing time is over.
Oh
Tax
my
evasion.
god.
Tax evasion is hilarious.
Oh.
But aside
Alright,
from
So
that, props to
overall,
them.
it was really good, and then they had their little spat between Urakata and Deku about how everything was her fault.
God. Okay, I don't know how that's funny, but
Oh no, they also had this one character from Fairly Odd Parents who does that whole Dibba shit.
Chip Skylark is from Fairy Odd Parents. What are you
No,
talking
no, I'm
about?
talking about the other character.
Which one?
The guy dressed in white that does the Dibba.
Oh, Dog Dimmadome, owner of the Dimstall Dimmadome.
Thank you. That's who I meant.
You know, there's a running gag that I really like in that show that every time that character shows up, his hat gets taller and taller. In one
the
episode,
fuck
it's
does
so
that
taller
even
that it's
work?
permanently off screen.
how does
Also, I
fuck does
believe
it
they
even
had-
work?
Dogsdale Dimmadome, owner of Dogsdale Dimmadome.
Also, I believe I saw. Also, there was this one dance. I don't know if that's the same character or not. Who's that best friend of Ryuko from Kill la Kill?
Best friend
Mako.
of- oh yeah, Mako Mankancho.
the
say
little,
Mako,
the
Angel.
little
Don't
girl
full-name
who's
people.
crazy.
No, that's her last name,
the
Mankancho.
girl with the short haircut who's obsessed with her tits.
The proud overachiever.
The one that Angel just answered one. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What the
The
fuck?
worst character in the show, yes.
She had her own solo dance, basically explaining from her point of view of what happened. And how do I put it? Okay, so I'm trying to draw the reference. I'm going to try and explain it verbatim as best I can. The way they did it is like, it's a girl's voice basically telling how her day went, and then like followed like certain lyrics from like different songs to portray how her day went. And then at the end of it all, like it was a whole bunch of dancing, a whole bunch of stuff. And then at the end of it all, she said like, "Oh, and Chip Scarlett got kidnapped," and then passes out.
Yeah, that's actually fairly accurate. to
Also,
canon.
apparently a titty flew out.
Yeah, that's also fairly accurate.
What the fuck?
What do you mean they had
Somebody accidentally nip
censor
slip?
this film for the children?
Did somebody nip slip?
It's a running gag. Like it's already on the internet, so I have no shame in mentioning it now.
It's there forever.
A boob flew out on stage while the person was performing.
Okay.
Don't you
no-
know that when a woman gets excited enough, her breasts can actually achieve liftoff and escape her body?
What
it's
the
a defense,
fuck,
It's
man?
a defense mechanism
Dude.
against predators.
Hey, Joel, that's
Next
not
time
what
on the Nature Channel.
That's not
This is
what
the
I
end of the
meant.
Black Files, guys. I'm gonna get sued now.
Oh please, you'll be fine. Let's be honest. If we can get sued for that, by that logic, every single politician in the last year or so will be out of a job right now.
Good point.
Let's be honest. I could say the most outrageous thing right now, and no one would care because the second I say the word Trump, Everything is forgiven.
Fuck.
I could take off my pants, set my dick on fire, and scream how I'm the hero of time while basically running to your curtains. It would not matter.
Pretty much.
Because nothing
I think
matters
your
and
dick
life
would
has to-
disagree with that.
Oh, don't worry. It's strong. It's accustomed to it.
Also, they were giving
What
out...
the fuck?
Also, they
Don't
were
worry about it.
Guys, also they were giving out shirts, Chip Skylark shirts.
Yay.
Nice.
I caught one, but instead of keeping
Okay.
it, I decided to be nice and give it to another attendee.
Okay. We've got to cover a couple more things here, man. You guys are taking too long with these jokes. And you know, Jose, you know
What
that
makes
thing that you
think
keep
we're joking?
You know that thing that you keep complaining to me about that I take too long to explain shit? Yeah.
That's
yeah.
because I keep getting cut off every syllable, Juan.
Yeah, well, now it's my turn. Ha, take that.
Okay.
Now fucking what do you call it? All right, so that was Rhythm City Chronicles and yeah. Yeah.
It's
You're gonna-
annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, I am annoying. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to continue. Okay, so we did Rhythm City Chronicles, we covered Star Party. Regrettably, I only got to get footage for like the end half of Star Party there. So when you guys see our inevitable montage, that's all I managed to get. I'm sorry. I was caught up on shit. I couldn't get out in time.
It's fine.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Okay.
Moving on to Friday.
Friday. Yes.
Fun times.
Friday was awesome.
Friday was brilliant for us. That was fucking eventful as hell. We started off. You actually you get to take over on that one, Zay, because that first interview was yours.
We started off strong when we met Mr. Kyle Rowling. For those of you who don't know who he is,
He's a stunt actor. He's a
stunt
fighter.
actor, and
He's a
fighter.
he's a
and
burly man.
He's a burly man. He is the man responsible for the fight choreography of Count Dooku versus Master Yoda in Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones, and the fight choreography between Mace Windu and Palpatine in Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. By the way, my personal favorite of the entire saga.
So, okay, Angel's jaw dropped a little bit over here because unfortunately his ass couldn't fucking show for this.
Nope.
Because life.
I was busy paying my bills.
And that's all you need to say. So it was a good interview. He was pretty chill. He was pretty relaxed. We got to ask some good questions to him, and that honestly, that's all I could say about him. He was just pretty chill, pretty awesome.
He's a really cool guy. He was really like you said, he was real chill, and
extremely patient, despite the fact that we were a couple minutes late in.
well, he wasn't in the room yet. So
I
so
know.
even
You
with
were
us
ahead of
being
him.
late,
Actually, no, he was in the room.
Are you
when
sure?
we- yes,
you sure?
he was.
Oh yeah, he was. Okay.
He used the force to hide from your sight.
No, okay. Yeah. Oh God.
Oh
Maybe.
no, and during the interview,
we
actually,
don't- nope.
yeah. You know what? I'm not
For
going to
those
say it.
for those of you who want to see the interview and actually see what we were talking about, where do they have to go first for early access?
To fucking Patreon.
Pornhub. I'm sorry,
And-
what?
What the fuck? No, not.
I thought that's where we're going.
Somebody take his 4chan away from him.
Yeah, it's called his phone.
I'm not looking at 4chan. I just browsed to Facebook briefly, and every single status post bore me so much that I just decided to look at porn instead.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
my-
Anyways, but no.
Shout outs to Pornhub.
Yeah,
Please give us money.
Come to Patreon.
Free
Donate on
advertising.
Patreon, and in return, you will get early access to all our media content.
Including the interview that we have with Kyle Rowling and the interview that I had with that I had immediately after with fellow YouTuber singer extraordinaire. He'll probably want to punch me for calling him that because he's humble as a motherfucker.
No, we will shove our appreciation in your face.
Mr. Caleb Hiles. Okay.
But Juan, who's Caleb Hiles?
Caleb Hiles is a fellow YouTube sibling. He is a singer. He's done cover music, the cover songs. Most people know him for having done an awesome rendition of Let It Go as a dude. And we got to talking about stuff regarding his family and his life and his YouTubing and stuff. So again, if you guys want to see that early, check us out, patreon.com/theravensflock.
I'm going to check his channel in hopes that I can find something different because I hate that song.
There's plenty of different stuff in there.
Good.
I'm just letting you know what 99% of people know him for, but
God, I hate that song so much.
it's fine. It's not your fault.
It's
Yeah,
the most
yeah.
overrated fucking thing Disney has ever done.
And after we wrapped up the interviews, we then went to go.
We had to run.
We had to run to our panel, which surprisingly had a really damn good turnout.
Can you really call it surprising when we basically you guys basically align the planets in order to make sure that things go well?
Well, here's the thing, and this is a foregone conclusion for the
Yep.
Ravens Ravens flock. Our history when hosting panels has been 50-50 at best. Sometimes we have a good turnout. Other times, well, let's just say
Shit goes
things
bad.
could have gone better. I was trying to be nice about it.
There are other times where we're booked in barns.
We must be.
There are actual
we must be
bales of
tough.
hay.
I'm not going to say no to a luxurious chandelier over our panels because Lord knows I want one.
But for Lord's sake, it was literally a barn.
Oh no!
I can house horses.
And those kind of
Jesus
venues, there was
born
no,
in a barn. You're gonna be shitting on barns now.
No, I'm saying it was impossible to fill.
So what? Are you too good for Jesus? One?
no.
What we're trying to say is that in that kind of venue, there was no way we were going to be able to fill it up.
Well, yeah. Because it was filled with sinners. If those Bible thumpers
my God.
screaming outside of the con center had anything to say about it.
Chill your shit. All right. And you guys are going to get to see the episode of the Ravens flock at our panel room. Angel was substituted by Casper Hignite.
Who has been more than helpful with providing us with her insight on what we discussed.
Yeah,
She
and,
knows stuff.
You know what? Actually, I want to give a shout out to our other flockers over here. Damus was going to be in the panel. They couldn't make it at the last minute. They were having some technical issues, and they needed to deal with that, so they had to bow out. But what I'm fucking loving is just the fucking gusto from our other colleagues, Sean McNulty and Jeanette Cruz. They were at the con the entire weekend, and we didn't actually have any sort of assignment for them or anything, but they were there and they said, we're going to be here. What do you need from us? We're ready to go. Like, that is fucking initiative.
Much
That is initiative, and I do appreciate that, and I think that's something that should have been kept internal, Juan.
That's not no. What we should be internally proud that even though we didn't have anything for them, they were ready to go. No, that's that. No, you shout the praises of your teammates to the highest heavens.
To be fair, though, it has to do less with like a preparation, just going, hey, we got this topic. You got anything to say about it? And that was kind of a very broad qualification.
No, that's not the point that I was trying to get. I'm talking about, divulging like information that's supposed to be kept behind closed doors.
This is like
I wasn't aware this was private.
this is like
No,
after
not-
the fact. The
certain
convention.
parts should be kept private.
Joe,
Like
let's just clear something up right now. The con is over. Everyone who already knows everything about the con has already started talking about it. And as far as the interaction with the flock goes, this is something to be fucking celebrated. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
like, what's the problem with okay, we didn't have an assignment or anything for some of our teammates, so we said, you know what, this time you don't have to worry about like running in and doing any obligation for us. You can go ahead and enjoy the con on your own.
You can put it. How about you put it this way? You had no assignment or obligation for her, but because I was absent, you asked her if she could cover my assignment.
Well-
and she did well.
Well, actually, Casper was going to be there anyway. She was assigned as just
there
a
you
camera
go.
person.
She had a double shift, and she did pretty good.
like
It's all good as far as I can tell.
And what I'm saying is that Sean and Jeanette, they came forward and they said like, hey, we want to know if you guys need us to do anything. And we said, actually, you know what? Like for this
Yeah,
con,
I told
you're
them
good.
we did have a plan B already. I do apologize for not keeping in touch, but as far as we're concerned, we're good. So you guys enjoy yourselves, enjoy the con.
Like and I know that for Sean and Jeanette, they've been working themselves like crazy,
They could use a break.
out in the real world, just like the rest of us. So I know that this con was a break for them. So this is something that not too often gets to be done.
I don't know, dude. Can you really call a con a break? It's a very stressful environment.
A lot of people who go to cons will call it a break, Angel.
A lot of people are crazy then.
That's because you've never been that many
but
cons.
But in any
No,
case,
I only been to 9. Like, this is my 10th con with you guys.
kind of.
10 to 11th. I'm sorry, I wasn't aware there was a hard cap when I'm allowed to be a con veteran.
Like,
when do I get
hey,
my con benefits
Angel.
for losing my legs in the con wars of 2013?
Angel, I'm honestly surprised you kept
2014.
count.
I had a professional voice actor try to rip my vocal cords off. I still have PSD about that. Cowboy hats haunting my dreams. Jesus, smell of spray cheese.
All right.
No, but for real, much love to all of our teammates, to all
That's
our
the
flockers,
great.
and much love to the panel. You guys fucking made the show.
Everybody who attended the panel, they deserve the ovation.
Thank you kindly, and we hope to see you on the next one as well.
Indeed.
And we'll be putting that out soon as well, so you'll see that.
Now moving on to Masquerade.
All right, Jose, you're gonna have to fill this one in because I couldn't do the
Admittedly,
masquerade this time.
yeah,
I got my evening got fucked up.
Am I going to fill in?
you're gonna fill in, and Angel apparently needs to wrap up on himself, just like at the real con.
Yep.
You need to leave early.
Juan,
repeats.
guys, bring it back.
No, history repeats. I gotta
Focus.
leave early because
focus.
unlike everybody here, I work tomorrow at 5 a.m., so I gotta go now.
Okay, so then let's focus.
Everyone, it's been great. I'm gonna clock in early for this one. Well, to be honest, at this point, I kind of left the con when I came back. I lived there a little, so this is basically a repetition of what happened there before.
Jódete con su mierda,
I'm gonna
man.
grab my luggage, escape the screaming Bible thumpers, and head home. I'll see you guys later.
God. Dude. He's literally leaving the podcast at the same time where he left the convention.
Compulsory evacuation device.
Motherfuck you.
All right, Juan, let's focus.
I don't want to focus. I want more shenanigans.
Nope, this is your show. You must focus.
You know what? It was at this time. Okay, you have the masquerade, and I came out later, but go on.
I went to the masquerade. Admittedly, I did not see through to the end because I had to hop and catch another show. So I saw as much as I could, and it was pretty enjoyable. A lot of dramatic moments. They had characters from Steven Universe. They had Rose Quartz. They had Pearl. They had Utena. They also had
Revolutionary Girl Udna?
yes.
Utena? Oh, shit.
They had I think
Angel's
it was
running away.
one of the I think it was one of the characters from Final Fantasy 15. Like he was a relative of Nox.
Of
like-
Noctis?
No, Nox. Lunafray Nox.
Oh, okay.
I forgot his name.
I don't know.
They also had Gilgamesh from Fate's Day Night. I was
Nice.
gonna say I'm gonna be listing a lot of names, and if you don't understand those, Juancho, then you're gonna be more lost.
You know, a little bit. Go on.
And they also had the main character with the big giant skull head from the Ancient Magus Bride. But
Yeah, I don't know that one.
yeah, of course you don't. You are so behind.
Yes, I am. Sue me.
Okay, so basically they're trying to hold a coronation for a new queen for their kingdom, and it's really funny. They had Karan from Voltron, and in my personal opinion, he fucking stole the show because just the way he acted, and just the way the person portrayed the character was just 100%. I don't have any words to describe how he was spot on throughout the whole thing.
That's
but no,
cool.
there was drama, there was hilarity. There was a lot of I don't want to say tear jerk. Is that the right term?
Tearjerker.
Tearjerker, like songs that they played during the breaks. Oh man, sadly I had to leave because I had to catch another show hosted by Tales of Mild Interest. And what they do is that they're basically a radio podcast like story show. Like all their content is on social media. And they tell like these hilarious stories in like their old 30s and 40s radio style.
I'll
give
he
you
means 1930s and 1940s.
1930s and well, I tried to say 30s and 40s. 19 is implied.
No, it isn't because
Oh, yeah,
people
'cause
think
our-
like 30-year-olds or 40. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
You gotta specify, man.
No, yeah, for the new generation.
Ugh.
Anyways, so that was pretty good. They had this like storyline where they were talking about the tales of the heroes who are basically a bunch of losers called the B Team.
That's not. That's not a wrestling joke at all, is it?
No. It was like it was it composed of three heroes. One of them was a woman who apparently like she's called the Shrug. And,
Dun dun dun.
yeah, it's crazy. It's kind of like the Hulk, except not really the Hulk. But no, it was overall fun and games, and I had to step out back and forth into the show because I kept getting interrupted by phone calls. But overall, I did enjoy myself, and I will be subscribing to TMI. By the way, that is their acronym. I am not kidding. Tales of Mild Interest. TMI.
TMI.
Yes.
Oh my lord.
And yeah, I think that does it for Friday for me. I didn't catch Fire Show Thursday night or Friday night, and I'm disappointed at that because apparently I've been told that every night they had alternate endings.
Alternate endings? What the fuck does that supposed to mean?
Alternate endings to this to what they were trying to the storyline they were trying to tell through their performance.
I need to. This just goes to show you we were not caffeinated enough. Angel left. He's gone. He was our hype machine.
For me, it wasn't a matter of caffeinated. It was a matter of my body can't handle anymore.
I needed to fucking make sure that I cover this shit better next year. But I'm just glad we got to catch the Fire Show for once, and that was what, Saturday night?
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of Saturday, Saturday was the big day that you'd imagine that I would have finally caught the fucking chess match and the fucking 501st all over the place. Go figure. I couldn't catch the chess match. There was other shit going on.
But it's okay because you caught the chess match on Sunday.
Yes, I caught the encore on Sunday. I came in a little late.
We could talk about both days because it's technically like the show's was on for both days. We could talk about it.
Okay, yeah. And what's the theme of this year for the convention? What was the theme for the
Guardians versus Invaders?
Guardians versus Invaders. Okay, so
Absolutely.
like apparently on the Guardians side, you had heroes such as Thrall from World of Warcraft.
You had Shiro you had Keith and Princess Allura from Voltron.
Yeah, there was no Shiro. There was a lot of Shiro mentioning. Then
there was Videl, Hercule's daughter from Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, there was.
Fucking Hercule shows up and he gives her a star-studded WWE entrance and shit.
Was so ridiculous.
It was so bad. So Hercule and Videl are the Ric Flair and Charlotte Flair of anime. There, I did it.
They also had don't throw my train of thought out, please.
Sorry.
They also had Nyx from Kingsglaive, Final Fantasy 15, which is the movie that basically is a prequel to the game.
Yep.
Okay.
And on the Invaders side...
No. I'm not done. Patience,
Okay,
Juan.
you don't have to give the entire cast. Just give, like, the highlights.
No, shh. Patience.
You're the one who says you want it done fast.
There was Boraicho from Mortal Kombat, who's basically fucking drunken master.
Who? If you know Mortal Kombat, you should know who Boraicho is.
Samanosuke from the Onimusha games, which is an underrated franchise, and it deserves more notoriety than it was given.
It was made by Namco, wasn't it?
It was made... No, it had to be Capcom. It was Capcom.
Yes, it is Capcom. My bad, I got the two mixed up.
Kate 6 from Destiny, I think.
Oh God, yes, yeah, the fucking robot.
They had
Asshole.
they had Valdo from Soul Calibur,
but he was on whose side?
He was on the Guardian side.
Voldo.
Yeah,
the slinky, creepy motherfucker who will kill you. He was on the Guardian side?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you surprised?
Yes. Why could I not catch that?
They had Balsa, Naofumi, Kitamura.
I said fucking just the highlights, man.
I'm kidding.
No, you're not.
Because I want to get to the really, really
Joseph,
cool character that everyone
just get
likes.
to the bad guys.
Hey. Do we have a time limit?
Yeah, you're the one who said keep it short. Go on.
All right, fine. So, by the way, you're a buzzkill.
How am I the buzzkill? You're the one who said that you wanted me to be short, that this is a two-parter. Come on.
I didn't agree on a two-parter.
Yes, he did.
Well, I mean, I never
All right,
thought...
All
right, so the bad guy. So following from the storylines of the past chess matches, Shang Tsung comes back.
Shang
the
Tsung
last
from
time he
Mortal
was
Kombat.
seen, in the last scene of chess match from last year, he stabbed Mercy from Overwatch.
He stabs her and he kills her. Yeah.
Yep. Dick move, my friend. Dick
What the
move.
fuck?
And his right-hand woman was none other than Medusa from Soul Eater, and they also recruited Arden from Final Fantasy 15.
Because why the fuck not?
Because why not? They also had Prince Lotor from Voltron.
Repetza.
I love that. Let's see. They had Stain from My Hero Academia.
Yep.
They had Snake from Phantom Pain. Or Punish Snake, or whatever snake
It's
you
Venom
want to call.
Snake.
Whatever snake you want to call him.
Donna Burke, I love you. Please come to Florida.
Pretty much. They had Raziel. They had what's his name? Oda, Sojiro, Esdeath from Akame ga Kill, Katarina from League of Legends, and
Nice.
plenty. And I'm gonna stop right there
All right,
because
so-
I know you don't want me to.
You're the one who said keep it short and shit.
All right. Let's not lose track.
Like-
track. So overall, the chess match this year was freaking awesome. All the fights were all the fights were exactly as I wanted it to be. And I'm trying to think here because like
Aziz's
I have my own personal favorites.
Aziz's gushing over here. He was actually working as one of the stagehands for this year's chess match. So he personally got to partake and participate in helping craft the show.
I'm sorry, guys. I tried to keep it low key.
Now, as far as the chess match goes itself, like we got a lot of faces over here. I don't recognize half the fucking names, but
No, it's understandable. No worries. I mean, not many people. to be honest with you, I don't recognize part of the some of the faces myself.
You were there the whole time when they were setting this up. How can you not recognize? Did they at least tell you, like, oh, hey, this character's from this place? Did they even bother?
Because doing homework on some of the characters was not part of my job.
Okay, you know what?
I know enough. I know that it's following the storyline that they've been building up for some time. I know it centers around fucking Shang Tsung, who, as all the Mortal Kombat fans know, is the
Magnificent asshole,
the Sorcerer of Souls. The last time we saw him was last year, near the end of Chess Match, when he stabbed and killed Mercy from Overwatch.
Okay, so what's this? What's his whole deal? Why did he kill her?
Why did he kill her?
Yeah, what's the little end game? What's the arc that these guys are trying to tell?
Basically, he's looking to conquer Mortal Kombat. So he's trying to collect all the souls so that he could break down the walls and open the portal to Outworld, control Mortal Kombat, and all that.
Okay, so okay, let me get this straight. Instead of fighting in Mortal Kombat, he's been going to he's been arranging chess match fights for the last 3 years or whatever, and he's trying to collect super souls so that he can do what?
So that he can have control over his so that he can regain control over his own realm,
which is Outworld. Those of you who don't know.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's Shao Kahn rules.
And joining him on this journey is his right-hand woman, Medusa from Soul Eater. Yeah. Best mom award, right?
Yeah, right up there with Gendo Ikari. And like the key villains that you have in here, apparently you've also got Arden from Final Fantasy 15.
Oh boy!
And we've got Lotor from Voltron. So him and
Prince Lotor. They had Snake from Phantom Pain.
It's Venom Snake, big boss.
Venom Snake. Yeah.
All right. So
I'm sorry, we made a lot of jokes of that. I was gonna say Punish Snake, but yeah, Venom Snake works.
A man deprived of his chessboard.
Right.
Right. So okay, just there are a bunch of other guys. One fan favorite showed up on the good guys side, by the way, which was Steiner from Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah, and also Thrall from World of Warcraft got a huge pop from the audience.
Yay!
And the characters.
Does the makeup work, by the way, on that guy?
No, of course,
dude,
he looked fucking he looked believable. Like I honestly thought it with my own eyes. That is Thrall. Everything about Thrall was Thrall.
Okay,
for the Horde.
Somewhere out there, Scott McNeil should have fucking seen this thing. He was here this year, but we didn't get to see him. Fuck. All right. Anyway, all right. So, just basically let us know, if you could pare it down to 2 or 3 fights in the chess match, which ones are your favorites?
Okay, go. All right. So first, the favorite number 1 would have to be the fight between Samanosuke from the Onimusha games, which is
on the good guy side.
Yeah, on the good guy side, and also part of an underrated franchise which deserves more notoriety, versus Sojiro. And not to piggyback off of Juan, but that's a character I don't know.
Lovely. This was a classic samurai.
It was
fight.
it was a classic samurai fight. It was underrated, but it was still well received and well appreciated because there wasn't a lot of over the top spots that happened. It was stiff. It was traditional.
Yep. And it also gave way to one of the best MetroCon jokes over the weekend. Because who was it? Was it
Samanosuke who lifted out that one sleeve and exposed that one titty. And there were jokes. He's got his own thread on 4chan.
What?
Yes. He has his own thread on 4chan. I think it was under EGL or E something like that.
Oh, God. Okay. Just to give you guys an idea, he's not just he whipped out a boob. Is that he pulled his arm out of his left side out of his robe or whatever. God. So he had mobility and stuff. Yep. And people immediately went, "Oh my God, a samurai whipped out his titty," but was just exposing his upper body on the left side. Then you see his nipple.
That was fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Sound the alarm. We got a male boob. The socially acceptable male nipple is out and exposed.
No, but the fight was good. The fight was in my personal opinion, like it should have been I don't know, like sorry, I fumble on words. The fight was kick-ass. So let me move to the next one. My favorite fight number 2 would be the fight between Valdo versus Senua.
Senua from...
I'm trying to remember again.
God damn it.
I know. I wish Angel didn't fucking leave, that asshole.
Yeah, no, but he left in the middle of the show here, just like he left in the middle of the con, so go fucking figure.
I like that fight only because of how Valdo moved throughout the entire fight. It was canonical to the actual character from Soul Calibur.
The guy that you guys got for this, where is he? Valdo's
right here.
Valdo. Okay, there. I'm reading this thing upside down. Wow, holy fuck. Yeah, no, the guy that you got for this, he moved like fucking Voldo.
Oh, yes.
Anyone who's played Soul Calibur, you'll see he's creepy. He slinks around and shit, and
never would guess that he's on the good guy's side.
How? He's always like a crazy psycho killer. But then again, so is half of everyone on here, so I guess it's nothing to be surprised about.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
My third favorite fight would have to be the fight between Oh yeah, Videl and that cat lady who was on the Neferpito, or however you pronounce the name.
Neferpitu.
Yeah, Neferpitu. Yeah, Neferpitu versus Videl. That was funny because Hercule... Oh, no, I can't say it. I can't say it.
Say it.
I can't say it.
Say it.
No, because... No, that's spoilers.
Okay, already, like, guys, we're going to have a highlight reel of this, and people probably already streamed this freaking show.
So I guess spoilers doesn't really matter.
Yeah, no, like the con's already over. So,
okay, fine.
And general rule of thumb when it comes to a convention is that after the convention is over, and we actually were respectful. We waited a full extra week after the con was over before we even decided to put anything out.
That is true.
So go ahead.
Then I feel no shame. Fucking Hercule comes out at the end of the fight and tries to save his daughter by fighting back against Neferpitu by using fucking water sprays and using the cat ball yarn attack.
Jeez.
Which is fucking ridiculous. And then he goes, "Oh no, my cramps come in. Come on, Videl, let's go." And Videl's like screaming, "No, Dad, I had her. I almost won."
Maybe next time, sweetie.
I know. Next time, Videl.
Next time.
That being said, unfortunately, guess that's all I have to say about Chess Match. If the people want to watch it all from beginning to end, well, YouTube is a magical place.
Yes,
After all, YouTube is a magical place where you can see us.
Exactly. Now, as far as my take on the show, the fights were solid. You could tell who has had more fight experience among the cast by the type of choreography that was done. You see that some of the more experienced chess match players had been, fighting a little harder on stage, and it showed. The one thing that sort of bugs me is...
Here we go.
Yeah.
Is this it?
Yes, this is it.
Here we go, guys. This is where the salt
supposedly, okay, our antagonist here is Shang Tsung. His whole deal is he wants to break down the barriers of reality in order to conquer Outworld. Why would he need to conquer Outworld? Because he's pissed off at how Shao Kahn is fucking dealing with this thing. So at the end of this fight, at the end of this chess match, he manages like, oh my god, like get a load of this. The bad guy's about to win. Jose is actually was telling me about how, and I got to see it during the show. The queen takes the king on the white side, meaning Medusa herself, fights against Keith. And we have a classic Voltron trope of Keith, you need to step up to Shiro's place. You need to be a leader. You need to be a commander.
Yeah.
Same stuff that you'd see in Voltron. You know? So Keith has to take over, and he's got to defend his square. And at the climax of this, holy shit, Medusa defeats Keith.
Yep.
And Shao Kahn takes the opportunity and steals his soul and uses this as his opportunity to break the barriers of reality and summon Outworld to the chess match. So Shao Kahn shows up with like 1,000,000 Barakas.
And it was glorious.
You know what?
Go on.
There. So basically like he thinks like, yes, Shao Kahn, you have done my bidding. Haha. Now Earthrealm and Outworld shall be merged, and I shall rule over. And Shao Kahn's like, no, screw you.
You mean Shang Tsung?
I mean, yeah, Shang Tsung says, screw you. No, my grand plan has come, and I'm about to take you down and claim the throne for my own and shit. And there's this big mishmash. If anyone who knows these chess matches, you know that for some stinking reason, I don't know why, but I guess it's for dramatic effect, that every single chess match at the end of the year has to end with a big mosh pit of fighting. And so...
Free for all.
Yeah, there we go. Like, I hear brawl music playing in the background.
But go on. But before the free for all.
So, like, and evidently this is also... Like, oh, hey, the good guy and bad guy sides have to team up because Shao Kahn's here and the millions of Barakas are going to show up and kill everything.
Yarp.
So everyone unites to fight him, and we have him with Shang Tsung fighting Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn has this fucking, what is that, a scepter, a mallet? What is that? It's a giant freaking sledgehammer.
It's a giant hammer.
Are
yeah.
you sure this isn't Triple H? He was
Go
dressed
on.
like Triple H.
Go on.
Are we sure we're just not just fighting
Don't
Triple
stop,
H?
Juan. Keep going.
Okay, so people are trying to fight back against the goons and stuff, and Medusa, instead of fighting one of the Barakas, she tries to help Shang Tsung take down Shao Kahn and gets bludgeoned upside the head by Shao Kahn.
And this is the part of the story of chess match where myself, Angel, and Juan had a big dispute over, which goes to prove to you guys that even amongst the members of the Ravens flock, we can have clashing opinions. Right, Juan?
Okay, where do I begin? Okay, and
Before I share my thoughts on this, I'll let Juan take the lead. Go on.
okay, now for the record, I want this known right now. We're not trying to diss the match. We're not trying to diss the con. Although, believe me, there are people who would be happy to hear us just trash talk and just say, oh, this is horrible because XYZ. And I'm drinking water over here because my throat's already drying up and I haven't gotten started.
At least you're not sipping tea.
I don't have tea to sip. At least not hot tea. I've got iced tea in the fridge. Anyway, no, like, the thing that gets me is if you're going to have characters from franchises show up in these awesome stage events, you want to keep their character and their motivations and their actions truer to how they appear in their fandoms. Like, let me put it this way. You wouldn't have if you're going to have a big stage show with multiple characters, you wouldn't have someone like off the top of my head Freddy Krueger. I don't know. Fucking Freddy Krueger.
Okay.
You would not have Freddy Krueger show up being a bad guy and basically saying, oh, I'm really just doing this bad shit so that I can save this one person that I'm in love with. I don't know. Fucking, who's a villain? Hela from Thor Ragnarok. She's captured, but I'm in love with Hela. And I need to, murder people in their dreams for her. And like, okay, it seems like I feel like I'm doing like a shit critique, but I promise I'm not. I'm trying to wrap my head of like, okay, what after Shao Kahn bludgeons Medusa and kills her, you have the music stops. We have it drop to a tender moment. Shang Tsung catches Medusa. He's tender and he's trying to move her aside and being very like tragically, romantically moving her away, and then since he can't resuscitate her, he suctions her soul to use it in his fight. And it ends with Shao Kahn getting his head caved in with the sledgehammer. Are we sure this is not Triple H? Let me look at the program. Okay, I want to look at the freaking program and the con guide. Hang on. Reading.
But Juan does bring up a good point.
It is Shao Kahn.
And all the video game and all the video games of Mortal Kombat, and yes, even the decent made movie of Mortal Kombat, what they've kept true and consistent is that Shang Tsung is a bona fide asshole.
He's a murdering asshole.
A murdering asshole who has no love and compassion for anyone.
Exactly. So how the hell can we expect anyone to like that snap? I could feel a little bit when I was watching the encore on Sunday. I could feel a little bit of people pulling to the side, like because Shang Tsung defeats Shao Kahn, takes over the throne of Outworld, and says like, I took this over. I'm taking over Outworld because Shao Kahn was a horrible leader, but I will do better. I will return it to its former glory. There's footage of it. We'll make sure that people can see this.
Absolutely.
But that's not Shang Tsung. His interest isn't in restoring glory or being motivated by having any sort of emotional attachment to people. He one thing that there's one of the best lines in that Mortal Kombat movie in this final fight with Liu Kang. Liu Kang sees that the souls that he's capturing are rebelling against him. He's like, all those souls and not a one to claim as your own. I pity you, sorcerer. Save your pity for the weak.
Yes. Go on.
That shows that you're like, okay, Shang Tsung is not capable of actual love. He's not capable of kindness or of mercy or of altruism. He's sorely self-interested. He's solely interested in becoming the ruler of Outworld for being ruler's sake. He's interested in defeating the line of Kung Lao, which is him and Shang Tsung. Hang on.
And obviously there's no sympathy and no love to share for Medusa, because Medusa herself, she's a shit character from Soul Eater.
She's an a-hole.
She's an a-hole
They're
too?
both a-holes, but that doesn't mean that you're going to have a-holes together in love, maybe lust. Maybe they'll be carnally attracted. Maybe they'll see each other as means to their own ends, but there's no actual romance that can be drawn from that. Like I know that that's sort of what they were going for. Like, hey, maybe they're not so evil after all. Maybe there's some humanity or soul or love in them. Like, that's a nice story, but you got the wrong people to put it in. Like, you would have, and this is me going back to my Star Wars shit. You'd have a better chance of trying to convince me that out of Kylo Ren than you will a fucking Shang Tsung. And you see how bad I shit on Kylo Ren. I tell him, no, this boy, he's going through the moral event horizon. He killed his daddy. He tried to kill his mommy. He's tried to kill his uncle. He wants to prove to everyone that he's a badass by killing. And that sort of mentality, you can't break anyone out of at that point. But with him, there's still the sense of conflict in himself, and that's evident. You don't get that shit out of Shang Tsung in any of the games, in any of the stories, in anything that you get out of Mortal Kombat. And I'm sorry, I'm not getting that. Somebody explain it to me. I'm trying to. This is like how I feel like we're going back to DMC. I'm trying to fit the square peg in the round hole of how that monstrosity of a fucking video game fits within the greater canon of, Devil May Cry. Help me.
All right. And
let's get there.
And here's where I'm going to chime in, my friend. And I will do my best to try and understand the perspective of the storyline, and I will try to best interpret it as I can to try and make sense.
I need it.
All right. Now, from my point of view, yes, it is a foregone conclusion in Mortal Kombat. Shang Tsung is far from irredeemable.
Wait, don't you mean far from redeemable?
Far from redeemable. Sorry, thank you. He is far from redeemable. He does not give a shit. The same can be said for Medusa.
Right.
And now in the chess match, we can easily interpret from near the end that Shang Tsung throughout the entire time, despite how many souls he was trying to take, he was trying to get away from Shao Kahn's control, because Shao Kahn is the giant emperor. He's the ruler of Outworld He is the great ruler who wants to rule all other worlds and conquer all other worlds. And Shang Tsung. And this was all part of Shang Tsung's elaborate plan to try and get away from his control, to beat Shao Kahn, and
3 times and scream at his headless dead body. Sorry, no, that was funny.
That
like,
was funny.
A little, like, probably unintentionally funny, but that was fun. Like,
No.
dude, I made the joke with Angel at the end of it when the Saturday's showing.
Go on.
I was saying like, stop it, he's already dead.
I made that joke too.
Really?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
But moving on. Okay. So this has all been an elaborate plan from Shang Tsung to not only gain control of Outworld, but to get under from Shao Kahn's rule, to defeat Shao Kahn's plan and his rule, and conquer the world as his own, and, from his own words, to restore Outworld to his own former glory, whereas Shao Kahn left it in ruins. He obviously cannot do it alone, because what fucking luck would one man, even a sorcerer, would have against someone like Shao Kahn?
Doesn't Shang Tsung already control armies and legions? Apparently not enough.
Yes, but as far as power tier goes, he doesn't stand a chance in hell against Shao Kahn.
Yeah, I'm sure Vince McMahon's gonna love suing you for that.
Oh, please. You ripped off enough of Punk.
Yeah, true.
Anyways.
I'm not sorry.
So he can't do it alone. That's where Medusa comes in. That's where all the other.
But he's not in love. They're not in love with each other.
And let me get to this part. Hang on.
I'm filming here.
I know. And we've all seen the chess match, and this was something that was unexpected, because this is something that we would never see Shang Tsung act in any of the video games. But this was a bit of a curveball. Was it a curveball that we were expecting? Like, was it a curveball that set well with us? No, but it was a curveball.
You don't just throw a curveball for curveball's sakes. You don't throw that kind of stuff just for shock value. It has to serve some utilitarian purpose to the plot. Like I've got to say, like, okay, and this is probably one of the worst examples, but I have to do it anyway.
Go on.
You don't just say, Luke, I'm your father, without it serving a greater purpose throughout the story. That's a proper curveball, though. That one had people going, what the fuck? How is that possible? This dude's a robot. No, he's a man who's got robot bits. And that means that afterwards we have to come to grips with that and accept that as a reality. So what does this mean for the next year? Does this mean that what are we going to show Shang Tsung being benevolent, or is he going to fall into his shit?
That's just it. We don't know what happens, what's going to happen next year. All we know is that in the end, Shang Tsung made it very clear, and it showed on his face that, it sucked that it had to happen at the cost of Medusa, and you can take it for whatever it's worth.
He didn't care about any of his other fighters dying or losing or anything. As a matter of fact, there was a bit where he punishes Arden or something for trying to usurp his position on the board or some shit. And he didn't freaking have any remorse then. Where the fuck is this coming from? Like, come on, man.
Because Medusa has been supporting Shang Tsung even before this year.
When? Where? I need context.
All right. I'm trying to remember, because I'm trying to collect my memory from all the chess matches we saw over the years.
Please.
You and I have seen plenty.
We've seen plenty. They start to blend together after a while.
So I can't timeline it accurately, but they have been working together in this storyline for some time. And maybe that was it. They've been working together so long, and she's been so devoted to him, and it shows. And now at the point where Shao Kahn kills her, like, you wouldn't expect Shang Tsung to give a fuck.
No, he really shouldn't, though.
No, and he shouldn't. But in this storyline, he did. Because out of all the pawns, Juan, she was most loyal to him.
I still don't get, like,
I know.
Okay, I'll say this. with Medusa as screwed up as she is in
Yes.
fucking Soul Eater, I can see her falling for Shang Tsung.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what-
see him reciprocating that, like showing that emotion right back.
And that's the
Like,
point that I was
that's
trying to get. That could be interpreted that it could be one-sided. And I don't think
But
it
it's
was.
not one-sided because he shows us he's all like sad. Oh, she's gone. I can't believe it. Like that doesn't show. What the fuck? I don't know. I'm trying to wrap my head.
I know, and I'm trying to interpret it the best I can.
Please.
The best way that I can interpret this, without drawing any other references from anything, is that this was an unexpected twist. This was something completely out of character of Shang Tsung that we have not seen before, that we didn't expect to see, but it happened, and I guess from the writer's standpoint, and I'm probably going to get an outing for this.
I hope not. No, like just go ahead.
Yeah. I guess what they're trying to show us is that, even someone like Shang Tsung can fall victim to losing, loyal subjects, I guess. Like in this case, like Medusa.
Let's not try to sugarcoat it. Say even evil can love. Is that what
Even-
we're trying to say?
I mean,
Like,
I have no other way of putting it.
Like,
And
that's a fine
they tried
message,
to
but
they
it's a
tried
wrong
to
guy. I don't know.
they're establishing Shang Tsung as the anti-villain instead of a full villain because, well, Shao Kahn already took over that in a couple of seconds.
Well, it's Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn don't give a fuck.
Yes.
It is glorious.
And in the end, like Raiden steps in to to keep both eyes on Shang Tsung and looks and make sure that he stays true to his words. And basically, he's going to be spending his time looking down on Shang Tsung through a microscope as he tries to rebuild Outworld.
Okay, but so that's gonna be the story moving forward with this.
That's going to be a story moving forward. Shang Tsung succeeds in his plans. He promises to rebuild Outworld to its former glory, as he said. And
he's gonna
Raiden,
abolish Mortal Kombat.
yes, and
Is that
Raiden is going to journey with him to make sure that he keeps to his word, or else. Because even though Raiden is bound by the rules of the combat, the rules are also in place for Shang Tsung's protection. Because
To make sure he doesn't get his ass whipped.
Exactly, because just like Shao Kahn, do you really think Shang Tsung stands a chance against the God of Thunder?
Well, the thing is that in the movie, Shao Kahn kills Raiden, though.
I'm talking about Shang Tsung and Raiden.
Yeah, but Shao Kahn kills Raiden.
I'm not talking about Shao Kahn is dead at this point.
Yeah, but Shao Kahn kills Raiden.
Oh my God! Stop drawing references from Annihilation. Nobody cares about that movie.
Everyone cares about it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have such a strong opinion about it. Oh!
It's a train wreck.
And we love it anyway. No, okay, look. All right, like we mentioned earlier, I'm not trying to poke shit into people's work because I stress over putting a fucking podcast like this together and helping us put together shows and getting interviews and conventions and stuff. But like, I'm trying like crazy to understand the story that's trying to be told. This long form arc that's being told through these chess matches over the years, it takes a while for people to get through it, and you have to go and watch each match every year so you can get the full story. Me coming in on this, I feel like I'm missing something. Like, okay, maybe not anything from the past, because I did see the last ones from last year, and I did see the chess matches from before that, so I get that. But I don't see Shang Tsung behaving this way towards anyone, even if it is Medusa, even if she does have feelings for him. I don't get that he would develop those feelings for anybody, no matter how devoted they are to him. Like, wasn't there no, that's also Annihilation. That's fucking Queen Videl and Shao Kahn. But
Yeah.
or no, Queen Sindel.
Queen Sindel. Yeah.
Sindel. I was thinking Videl, whatever. Oh,
No, that's
okay,
fine.
like, okay. I guess that means in order for me to get my head, I guess this is just me being crazy Lewis Black style, whatever, trying to figure this shit out. I guess I'm going to have to go next year and watch the chess match and check out the promos and stuff, and hopefully there'll be a way for me to get this square fucking peg through this round fucking hole. Maybe the guys who wrote the chess match, maybe they'll hand me like a Swiss Army knife, and I can use it and go into wood carving, and I will take the wood carving classes so I can shave off the corners of the square peg so that I can form a beautifully well crafted by hand round peg to go into this round hole, and maybe that'll go through next year. I don't know.
Here's the thing. As far as
You have to understand. I
know.
I'm not up for mental gymnastics like this, man. I'm trying, but that's not what I do. I deal with straight shit.
No, I understand where you're coming from. And as far as this twist goes, of Shang Tsung not only like feeling something for Medusa, but also
for anyone,
but also explaining his reasons about why he's doing all this.
Like, yeah, I could see him wanting to, Starscream his way into the throne of Outworld, but him being like, I will be a benevolent ruler, or I will bring it to glory. I don't see him doing that shit at all in terms of how his fucking personality goes, man. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. Maybe he'll get caught up in his own vices. And maybe he'll get caught up in the fact that he's the king, he's the man in charge.
At the end of it all, it was an unexpected twist, and we got to understand Shang Tsung's motive in Chess Match. Do we like it? No, we don't have to like it.
But that doesn't keep it from being entertaining.
But it doesn't keep it from being entertaining, and at least we got to understand what he's doing, because rather than not having any reason or motive behind his actions at all.
Rather than just being generic mustachio twirling villain. Haha, I've control. Now it's my time to rule. Yeah, okay, I get it in terms of that. But I still don't see him having any sort of a romantic or passionate feeling towards any fucking buddy, man. That's just me.
No,
I don't know. But like I said, you know what? I'm willing to be patient and wait until next year starts rolling around to see what they've got to fill this in with next. What these guys running the chess match are going to do.
Hells yeah.
I might not like it next year either, but I'm hoping it'll give me a little bit more of a semblance of an explanation. I'm hoping that maybe this will get my brain to function. I'm trying to, but it's not letting me.
He'll be fine, folks.
No, I won't. Don't lie.
So after chess match,
don't fucking lie, man.
So
don't you lie to me.
After chess match, we did host. We the Ravens Flock actually hosted a video game tournament for Dragon Ball Fighters over at the video game.
Fighter Z.
Yeah, Fighters, whatever you guys want, however you guys want to pronounce it.
Yep. And we subtly but loudly also promoted what we were doing here. We were helping out Sore Thumbs Gaming promote this tournament, and we provided prizes. We had over 20 participants who played, which included one half of the dudes who does death battle videos on YouTube. Wait, what?
Oh, you didn't know this?
No, I wasn't there. You tell me.
Okay, so during the tournament, I met the two guys. I forgot their names, but they do death battle videos for Screw Attack on YouTube, and they've recently been contracted with Rooster Teeth. One of them entered the tournament. He came close, but he was eliminated.
But like I heard also, by the way, that you gave a magnanimous speech at the beginning of the fucking tournament.
Oh, yes.
What did you do?
Well, I don't want to spoil the speech. I'll say in the end. I'll mention the end, like, and the winner. So that being
the winner.
I'm trying to grab up to the.
I'm thinking you in front of like 25 or 26 people. The winner. Very.
Yeah. But no, at the end of the speech, I basically said, that being said, all participants, pick up your controllers, play, fight, but most importantly, win.
And people actually fucking cheered that?
Yeah.
I don't know what your speech was, but you must have done damn good to get a reaction. So between the three of us here, the Ravens Flock, we offered some prizes for the winner. The winner had received a Dragon Ball set of 7 Dragon Balls collectible, whatever.
Of course,
it's fun.
And a $100 Visa gift card.
Yep, a $100 Visa gift card, because it's the perfect prize for someone that says, we don't know you. We don't know what you want. We're not going to just pick out a prize that you might not like. You buy your own damn prize.
Precisely. And I hope the winner's listening to this. The winner who goes by the gamer name Swanton.
Yep, as in the Swanton Bomb, Jeff Hardy's Flippy Splash.
Exactly. He'll also be receiving a custom-made shirt by us, the Ravens flock. So
no one else gets to see what it is. Only this guy.
Indeed. So Swanton, if you're listening in, congratulations, my friend. You fought a good fight, and you've earned this.
Yes, you have. Like after the tournament was over, I did manage to catch the fire show that they played again. This one was based on Dark Souls 3, which is basically the Dark Souls of fire shows.
It was magnificent.
Angel would have caught on to that joke. I hope you're proud of yourself. You suck.
Oh man, I loved it.
Yeah, no, I had to struggle to try to find a good angle, but at the end, I managed to catch some pretty damn good footage. You guys are gonna like this.
Perfect.
All right, and like that was it. Saturday wise, I did get to catch the rave. Not a lot of it though, because after all the filming and the shots and the photos and everything, my camera battery died and I had to run back up. And I'm like, screw it, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Not because I don't like raves. I like partying. Everyone who was up there raving was awesome. There was a team of Voltron Paladins who were just short of a hunk. And they were all dressed up in like raver style gear. Fucking Lance had that LED visor.
Yeah,
like the sunglasses with the lens on there and shit.
Yeah.
Shiro had I think he had like a popped up hat or whatever, and had shits all lit up all over him. They look cool.
Well, that's
These
good.
guys look cool.
That's awesome.
So yeah, there were other people who they were raving. And like I said, I didn't get to catch much of it, but
dude, I don't blame you.
Was exciting. It was good.
It was good.
And
Sunday was more of a relaxed kickback day.
Relaxed by which you mean I freaking ran down to the Embassy Suites Hotel. I grabbed breakfast for myself and our little guy, and freaking Kyle Rowling showed up in the morning like, "Hi, good morning there. How you doing? Is this your little kid?" "Yep, this is my son." "How you doing? How old is he?" "Oh, he's like 9. "Oh, my kid's 8. I'm like, cool. Hey, and JC, like my son shook his hand.
Was he talking smack about me?
No.
Okay, good.
We cleared out of the freaking hotel.
Yep.
We caught the chess match encore.
Yep.
I needed to help K-Storm. No, not K-Storm. K-Storm helped me. I needed to help Damus and Ziana Rose with some of their cosplay gear as well.
Of course.
But other than that, we were cool, and we had to punk out early, unfortunately. I didn't get to see Rhythm City Chronicles. Everyone tells me I need to fucking watch it, but I didn't get to see it, and it sucks.
Well, I've already talked enough about Rhythm City Chronicles, and it was spectacular. And then afterwards, there was the closing ceremonies for MetroCon. A lot of the guests came out. The MetroCon mascots came out. They had a nice, good video to wrap up the entire weekend experience.
Yay!
What else? Yeah, all the cosplayers, all the guests, and then we had our usual traditional end of the year like videos. You know the videos
No.
where the anime compilation videos where they had anime characters singing that song.
Which song?
It was a rock song, I think, like "Don't Give Up" or something.
Okay, all right. So that's like a finale AMV?
Yeah, finale.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I love that tradition. I don't know what song they use though.
And they also played that song that you and Patty like a lot, which is happy and upbeat.
You mean Mamboleo?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? All right, you get to start a freaking party train.
I don't mind it so much, except that you and K-Star play it so many times.
When was the last time you heard me play it?
Good question.
Exactly. All right.
Nonetheless, closing ceremonies was awesome. The theme for next year's MetroCon
was revealed at the end of closing ceremonies, right?
Vice versus Virtue.
So, or rather, Virtue versus Vice. Or
Virtue versus Vice, yes.
All right, so yeah, like that. Actually, that fucking goes in to see what I was talking about with Shang Tsung, with instead of him living up to the stupid lofty goals that he, says is the whole reason that what he's doing everything. Maybe he just gets caught up in the decadence of being a monarch and shit.
Maybe
I don't know. I'm over here thinking like if anything, that's I could guarantee you that would be closer to what he fucking does, because I don't see him actually giving a shit.
We'll have to wait and see, my friend.
Why are you trying to talk all noble and eloquent all of a sudden?
Oh, I'm just relaxed.
No, you're not. You're trying to do a cheap Doug Walker joke. Don't lie to me.
But no, that being said, it was a wonderful time. MetroCon never fails to entertain us with some of the best shows, with the best guests and the cosplay guests that they bring in, and artists and so forth. Every year, they always manage to step up with their live content, and I can't wait to see what they have to provide for next year for another fun 4-day weekend.
And as far as I'm concerned, with the weekend, it was fun. I got to see a lot of my friends. We got to have great interviews. I want to thank the head of guest relations, Morgan Spalding, who was at staff at MetroCon, for giving us the opportunity for this, for approving us here. And I also want to say, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not trying to shit on the chess match. There's plenty of other things that I could complain about, but like anyone who's got enough balls to try to write a good story, I'll applaud that. I'm just trying to wrap my head around that nagging feeling I've got about this freaking guy, about freaking Shang Tsung. I don't see that this is something he would actually do. But you know what? I don't know. Maybe the writer of Chess Match has a bigger game in mind. I don't know. I would just have it differently.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to get into details on that because we're already out of time. We ran over like crazy.
Exactly. And I wanted to actually plug in. I wanted to thank Sorthum Video Games for collaborating with us and hosting the gaming tournament Saturday night. And I'm glad
rather, maybe they should be thanking us, man. I don't know how many people would show up if we hadn't come in there and promoted the hell out of the thing.
Yeah, we built the hype.
We built the hype.
No. They deserve equal credit. So props to you guys. All right. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's it, man. Plug us out.
Plug us out. How does it have one plug out? You can plug in. But I don't know how you plug out. Are you asking me to wrap up?
Then
say wrap up.
Oh well, no, I'm trying to sound hip because you usually do the plugs and then I say plug us out.
That you never say plug us out.
Well, I'm saying it now. I'm trying to be hip.
That's not hip. That's odd vocabulary for you. All right, folks, that wraps us up for the first MetroCon review podcast episode of the Black Files. I want to once again thank Angel Mendez. I want to thank Jose Casabona here, and I want to thank the guys, the staff, and the team at MetroCon for allowing us access to the convention, for allowing us to come and cover it. We took photos, we took videos, we had fun. I'm still gonna. Got a bone to pick about the chess match, but that's me. But truthfully, like as far as like the big conventions go, this one still has a sense of community to it. You know, like we crap about MegaCon being bought out by Canada. We crap about freaking like big time conventions like Tampa Bay Comic-Con just being a freaking money machine. We crap about that stuff, and we're not ashamed of that. We'll say the stuff because that's how we feel about it. But with MetroCon, it's gotten big in the last few years, but it hasn't let that bigness get to its head. You know, at least I hope not. I don't know what kind of freaking psychotic stuff is going on in people's minds. I don't know, but that's not for me to decide. I'm not a psychologist, although I've flunked enough psychology to know what I'm talking about.
Really? I've only passed it. I took it once and I passed it.
Yeah, lucky you. But that I don't like writing essays in APA format. Okay.
No, it's okay. Go on.
All right, give me a second. I'll wrap us up. We're done. Again, I want to thank you all for listening in to this first MetroCon 2018 review on the Black Files. And if, like I said, you'll be able to see all our content coming out soon. So continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlock online, Patreon.com/TheRavensFlock. Donate for as little as $1 a month, and you gain early access to all our programs. You can donate more, and you'll get extra perks. For details, check out our Patreon page. And, of course, you can download this podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes. on whatever mobile device or wherever you want to do it. Give us reviews, rate, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, give us good ratings. We need the delicious algorithm. We need to come up and move up in the world. I want more than just one review. And of course, check out this episode of the Black Files along with our other programs, Los Amigos Play and The Ravens Flock, on youtube.com/The Ravens Flock. Subscribe and hit the notification bell and stay up to date with all of our content here. I want to thank you all very much for listening in to this super long, super opinionated fucking episode of the uncensored interview and review podcast of The Ravens Flock. This has been The Black Files, and we...